This is Nightline. Tonight, nightmare in paradise. The verdict just in the trial of the Hawaii doctor charged with trying to murder his wife on a cliffside while on a birthday hike.
In my mind, he's trying to knock me unconscious to get to be able to drag me over the edge.
Now learning his fate. Plus, confessions of a killer. The dramatic reversal for the man known as the Gilgo Beach serial killer. Rex Heuermann, previously denying all charges, now pleading guilty.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to a charge, that is the same as if you had gone to trial and been found guilty of that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Admitting to the murders of 8 women.
Today, he was exposed for exactly what he is, a sadistic, soulless, murderous monster.
To Maureen, the promise I made to you so long ago was simple. Sorry. I would never stop searching for justice for you.
Why he's now agreed to cooperate with the FBI. Plus, we're back inside the world of body flight, competitive indoor skydiving, where athletes perform feats of aerial gymnastics at air speeds of up to 160 miles an hour. Find out whether the rookie 13-year-old with big dreams won at the Nationals. And the connection that caught these two style icons by surprise. From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline. Thanks for joining us. The stunning reversal in the Gilgo Beach murder trial. It was a mystery that haunted residents of Long Island, New York for decades. Now, Rex Heuermann, the man who prosecutors say went on a 17-year killing spree, leaving at least 8 women dead, admitting in a hushed courtroom what he did. Here's ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky.
After discussions with your lawyer, you feel it's in your best interest to plead guilty rather than go to trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
A stunning admission in a decades-long saga. Notorious serial killer Rex Heuermann stood in court, often bearing a small smile, pleading guilty over and over, 7 times for the murders of 7 women and confessing to an 8th.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to a charge, that is the same as if you had gone to trial and been found guilty of that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
When the judge is asking questions, did you do this? Did you kill these women in the same manner as you did this previous woman? You could hear some of the victims' family crying quietly, wiping their tears away. And one thing that was noted was that Rex Heuermann never turned to them.
Several family members present to ensure their loved ones aren't forgotten, like Melissa Kahn, whose sister Maureen Brainerd Barnes was killed in 2007.
To Maureen, the promise I made to you so long ago was simple. Sorry. I would never stop searching for justice for you.
The 62-year-old's ex-wife, Aza, and daughter, Victoria, offered condolences to the victims.
Their loss is immeasurable. I ask that you give some privacy to my family as they navigate through this very difficult time.
Heuermann's killing spree spanned from 1993 to 2010, beginning with Sandra Castilla, Valerie Mack in 2000, Jessica Taylor in 2003, Maureen Brainerd Barnes in 2007, Melissa Bartholomé in 2009, Megan Waterman in 2010, and Amber Costello in 2010. In court, he admitted to strangling all of them and dismembering many of them, including an 8th victim, 34-year-old Karen Vergata.
We know that in '96, Karen Vergata went missing, and that in April of '96, it was just her legs that were found on Fire Island, an island in Long Island, New York. And it wasn't until 15 years later that her skull was found some 20 miles away.
Gilgo Beach on the south shore of Long Island had once been synonymous with summer until police started finding body after body beginning in late 2010.
Could 4 murders on Long Island be the work of a serial killer?
We want to bring to justice this animal that has obviously taken the lives of a number of people.
At least 11 bodies, most of them women, many of them dismembered. Their remains strewn across a half-mile stretch of Gilgo Beach and in woods beyond, farther east.
Rex, did you do it?
Heuermann now taking responsibility for most of those monstrous crimes. An architect, husband, and father by day, and a killer by night.
Rex!
Hello!
Hi. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Likewise.
This is the seemingly mild-mannered father of 2 profiled in an online video about New York real estate.
Can you smile?
It's around that time investigators formed a new task force and began to suspect he could be a killer, saying they zeroed in on him from his car and cell phone data, and then DNA. Heuermann was arrested in 2023 by his Fifth Avenue office in Manhattan, plainclothes officers quickly surrounding him.
Rex Heuermann is big, not just kind of big, but some of his victims have described it as an ogre.
The district attorney in Suffolk County, Ray Tierney, speaking with me today.
Part of the plea arrangement with him was that he must cooperate with the FBI's behavioral analysis unit. What do you think they're going to find out when they study the mind of this serial killer?
They're going to hopefully gain insight into him, his motivations, what created this need or desire in him, and hopefully we'll gain insight, for cases going forward.
He agreed to serve 3 consecutive life sentences.
Rex Heuermann will be sentenced on June 17th. Well, he'll have an opportunity to speak not only to the court, but the victims in this case.
Our thanks to Aaron. We're going to turn now to the verdict in the trial of the brutal alleged murder attempt in Paradise. A doctor charged with trying to kill his wife in a bloody cliffside attack in Hawaii. He claimed he was acting in self-defense. Today, the jury made their decision.
The jury in this case finds the defendant guilty of attempted
After deliberating for more than 8 hours, a jury found Dr. Gerhard Koenig guilty of a lesser charge of attempted manslaughter for attacking his wife with a rock and attempting to push her off a cliff, leaving her badly injured. He was spared the more serious charge of attempted murder. Koenig, burying his face in his hands as he heard the verdict.
Thank you very much.
This case of he said, she said ultimately came down to husband versus wife.
A chilling story from Hawaii. A prominent doctor now charged with the attempted murder of his wife.
46-year-old anesthesiologist Gerhard Koenig is in custody this morning.
Gerhard Koenig and his wife Ariel had set off on a hike back in March 2025 on Oahu, Hawaii, to celebrate her 36th birthday.
According to the prosecution, this hike was all a ruse to get Ariel alone for what they describe as attempted murder.
Gerhard was charged with second-degree attempted murder, the trial constantly making headlines, including last week when Gerhard testified in his own defense.
Did you plan this trip on Oahu to try and kill your wife?
No.
Were you trying to do something nice for her birthday?
Yes.
Gerhard said he thought their relationship was in a better place after learning that Ariel had been communicating with a colleague on WhatsApp, something Ariel called an emotional affair.
You mentioned being devastated. I mean, prior to this, did you have any, aside from we talked about the red flags, but marriage-wise, I mean, everything seemed okay?
Everything seemed fabulous. We were we were very happy together. No red flags in terms of the marriage itself.
In his testimony, Gerhard claims a fight broke out, and Ariel was the one who shoved him as they were taking a selfie by the cliff.
Right after the selfie, I just remember kind of staying at the edge there, and then I felt like a shove, and I was almost pushed over the edge.
Okay. What did you do right after that?
Barely caught myself and turned around and looked at her and was like, what the was that?
Gerhard claimed Ariel attacked him.
Why did you hit her? Why did you react that way?
Just on instinct to defend myself.
He just starts hitting my face and my head with a rock.
That's a direct contradiction to what Ariel Koenig told the court about what happened that fateful day.
He grabbed me really forcefully by my upper arms, and he said, "I'm so sick of this shit. Get back over there." And he starts pushing me back towards the cliff. I'm saying, like, you can't do this. Everyone knows we're on a hike. They'll know this wasn't an accident, and our kids will be orphans. You'll go to jail, and I'll be dead. Like, you have to stop.
She says Gerhard then jumped on top of her, grabbed a rock, and she says that he was bashing her head and her face with this rock at least 10 times. And she's calling for help. She's screaming.
Prosecutors showed jurors the rock he allegedly used. The violence, prosecutors say, only stopped because 2 other hikers suddenly came upon the bloody scene.
She said, "Help me, he's trying to kill me."
Police body camera footage shown in court revealing the aftermath of the gruesome incident.
In my mind, he's trying to knock me unconscious to be able to drag me over the edge. So I just was screaming then as much as I could.
Last week, in a bombshell moment for the prosecution, Gerhardt's 19-year-old son, Emil, testified that his father called him on FaceTime shortly after the incident, saying he had tried to kill Ariel.
He would not be making it back to Maui and to take good care of the younger kids, and that Ari, my stepmom, had been cheating on him, and that he tried to kill her. During that call, the next man that he said was to jump off the cliff.
Koenig faces up to 20 years in prison and is scheduled to be sentenced later this summer. We're going to turn overseas now to the latest in the war with Iran, pausing for a 2-week ceasefire announced Tuesday by President Trump. The Strait of Hormuz shipping passage, vital to the global supply chain, is at the center of the agreement, so hundreds of ships wait to pass through. The president telling ABC's Jonathan Karl he's considering what he called a joint venture with Iran to charge a toll for passage through the waterway. Be sure to stay with Nightline and ABC News for continuing coverage of the war with Iran. And when we come back, inside the world of competitive indoor skydiving. What happens to a 13-year-old at her first national championship after the break? Welcome back. If you were with us last night, you joined us on our look into body flight, the acrobatic, adrenaline-charged sport of competitive indoor skydiving. Now we catch back up with the 13-year-old we followed into her first national competition. Did she win? In our new collaboration with our sister network, here's ESPN's Alyssa Roenick.
I don't think I've ever met a person that hasn't dreamt about flying.
The feeling of freedom, kind of like the Matrix. You're riding a roller coaster, but you get to decide the ride and where you want to go.
I've been training the past year for like 30 seconds. If I mess up, I'm screwed.
Here at the U.S. Bodyflight Indoor Nationals in Colorado Springs, more than 100 athletes from all across the country are competing in speed, freestyle, and formation. Men can compete against women without any age restriction. If you hit all the qualifications, you're in.
She got it. She's in first.
We've been following 13-year-old Sienna Cece Donahue from Brooklyn as she makes her debut on a national stage. She finished the preliminary round on top with a ticket to day 2.
She's first place by 6 seconds.
In this event where the edge is measured in fractions, that's a cushion.
First place.
For Cece's dad, JD, he's relieved she performed so well.
I must feel good going into tomorrow.
Feels great, Con.
Qualifying is just the beginning. Kira Poe is all too familiar with the ups and downs of competition. At just 8 years old, she stepped into a wind tunnel for the first time.
What do you remember feeling in that first moment of flight?
I just remember not knowing what the hell was going on. So when they brought me in and the instructor finally let me go and I felt like the wind coming on my face as if I was actually floating, it was breathtaking, and it was something I knew like I want to go again and again and again.
Now 23, she has become one of the most dominant flyers in the world and a Red Bull athlete. She even has moves named after her. Kira competes not only in the solo competitions, but as part of a team flying in the tunnel together.
So it's kind of like 4 people doing a synchronized routine for a minute and a half, and we go like really fast. So a little small like miss up could be quite detrimental.
So you had an injury recently.
Mm-hmm.
What happened in the tunnel?
I did a simple move and I hit the wall with my ankle. I shattered and dislocated my entire ankle. I was on the wheelchair for around 3 months, and it was definitely the hardest injury that I had in my career.
Taking her out of training for 6 months.
What did it feel like the first time you got back into the tunnel?
I mean, it's kind of like relearning how to walk for the second time. I feel way more comfortable actually floating than kind of like walking and like running on the ground.
Taking the silver medal at this year's World Cup for her freestyle performance and winning gold with her dynamic 4-way team. Back in Colorado Springs,
I'm nervous, but I'm also excited.
Come on!
Time for the head-to-head battle.
And it's gonna be fun beating him.
It's Cece versus Nick Dukas in the solo speed competition. final consists of 2 speed rounds. Fastest time wins. But penalties are also a big factor. In round 1, Cece finishes faster, but with 1 penalty. 3 seconds is added on to her score, putting Nick ahead for now. It becomes a waiting game, the 2 of them visualizing their routines over and over while the crowd waits for their last runs. This is it. Three penalties for Cece, adding precious seconds to her final time. Finally, Nick. Cece was faster, but with those penalties, Nick edged her out.
I don't know, actually. I just know I messed up. I don't know.
Would have loved first, but second is dope.
In a sport built on defying gravity, those mistakes bring you back to earth quickly.
Hey, Tom.
Cece may not be going home with gold this year, but it's easy to imagine where the wind will take her next.
We'll keep rooting for Cece. Our thanks to Alyssa. When we come back, Anna Wintour and Meryl Streep, the connection that caught them by surprise.
Cool shoes. Nice boots.
And finally, gird your loins for the new cover of Vogue. It's tonight's Nightline.
20 years after The Devil Wears Prada's groundbreaking screen debut, Meryl Streep and Anna Wintour, who recently discovered through Ancestry.com they're actually distant cousins, striking a playful pose on Vogue's May cover.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
You do look familiar.
The Power Players promoting the highly anticipated sequel.
I can't help but feel we have met before.
Maybe you've seen my work.
Maybe.
Anna Wintour telling Vogue, having Meryl Streep portray her on screen is an honor and the most extraordinary gift. The Devil Wears Prada 2 opens May 1st. Get your popcorn ready. That's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here tomorrow, same time. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.